Hi, friends. This is James and Cara, and we are Kerouacs Cruising.
We are taking you on a journey, traveling the country with our dogs and finding remote places where the dog
And us
can roam free and play while we discuss life's growths, beauty, and some struggles along the way.
We recommend pairing our episodes with our blog at kerouacscruising.com, where we organize accurate information in an easy-to-follow format, removing all of the conversational goodies.
The link for this episode's blog post is in the show notes.
We encourage you to join the conversation by commenting where you listen, engaging with us on Facebook or Instagram at Kerouacs Cruising, or email us at join@kerouacscruising.com.
In the meantime, thanks for tuning in. Sit back and enjoy the journey.
Good morning, friends.
Hi, thank you for joining Kerouacs Cruising. And,
We're James and Cara.
that's James, I'm Cara. Well, that's how this episode's gonna be. So we have been on a whirlwind.
Yes.
For the last few months.
We gave you guys a teaser a couple episodes ago that we had some big news for you guys, some big changes coming in the Kerouac world. So James wanted to give you some background, really.
So, yeah, whirlwind of stuff. So we really should be on the way to Texas and North Carolina. We should have left home probably April 1st is our goal. But now we got stuck in this whirlwind. So we were in Death Valley in January. If anybody watched our episodes, we stayed there 2 weeks. Well, while we were out there, I got like a sore throat and I got a lump on my throat. And I kept feeling it every time I read. It was right between the collarbone.
Yeah, every time he would look down and then look up, he could
like
feel
an
it.
inch below my Adam's apple. So that was January. So I made a doctor's appointment. I went into the doctor's February 20th and seeing primary care physician. And she immediately had me go see a radiologist, I think. Right?
Radiologist. Yeah, they did a sonogram.
A sonogram. Yeah. So they said it was a nodule, but suspect possible cancer. So that didn't really say much. Then they wanted to do a biopsy. Again, just now that one came back highly suspect of cancer, thyroid cancer. So me and Cara, we had just crazy to get cancer diagnosed. For my brothers and sisters, sorry, I haven't told you yet. Call me if you listen to this episode. So we got another doctor's appointment. But in the meantime, we decide we're going to fight this cancer naturally, I guess we would say. It wasn't even really...
Optimizing his health.
Yeah.
Optimizing his body naturally. So
we immediately started keto.
Yep, tightened up our diet.
Started doing supplements, and I had my blood work done, and my thyroid looked pretty good, but then talking to my son, he said it was on the lower side of good.
Yeah.
So it really wasn't working that good. So we started that regimen, and I found crazy things online, and I did ivermectin for bendazole, trying to reduce this tumor.
Yeah.
In the meantime, going to Western medicine, and trying to figure out really what my options were, because they really still couldn't tell me if it was cancer or if it wasn't, or if it was just a lump. People have lumps all the time.
Tumor, yeah.
Benign tumor on my throat in a bad spot because it bothered me. So we did everything. I went to a shaman, did a lot of stuff. And in the meantime, went and seen a surgeon that pretty much told me that he would have to go in, remove the nodule.
Which, at the end of the day, he wanted to do anyways because it bothered him.
Yep.
Yeah.
And even the surgeon said, most of the time, when you remove these nodules, where mine was, it would be benign. So when he did surgery, he would pull out the nodule, and then that would be sent down to pathology to make sure it was not cancerous. So,
and then if it was cancerous, they would remove the whole thyroid. So we knew that going in.
Yeah, so the surgery could be full removal of my thyroid. So, crazy ass day. I go to surgery, 7 in the morning, whirlwind of just crazy emotions, especially when they wheeled me into the operating room.
Yeah.
Thank God the anesthesiologist said, take 3 deep breaths, and that was it. I didn't remember anything. Woke up to the doctor waking me up to tell me that he had to take my whole thyroid. And there was actual cancer, and actually more cancer than we even thought. Ended up being 3 tumors total in the thyroid gland. So now, just
so that was just
laying in the
a
hospital
week and a
bed.
half ago, you guys. This surgery
Yeah, this
happened.
is 10
You
10
can hear
days.
it in his voice. He's still recuperating from that.
10 days. Yep, 10 days. But this is Derby weekend. It's our 10th year anniversary. So we're going to bet on the Derby.
Yes.
And have fun, as fun as I can have, going, just having surgery, basically.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling pretty good. And,
the good news is they said there was no blood vessels attached to the tumors, that there was no way for the tumors to
escape
get anywhere else. So they're confident that it was only in the thyroid. It was thyroid cancer. It wasn't another kind of cancer, so that means it didn't come from anywhere else. So this is all really good news. So hopefully, yes, he had cancer, but does not have cancer anymore.
the doctor didn't say it was cured.
Yeah. Said it was
He has said it's treatable, which it's still crazy. We found that news out. We got the pathology report Tuesday, so a week and a day after. It's Thursday, and so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling optimistic. But in the meantime, all that stuff going on, I was very emotional, and we decided that we're moving out of Arizona, and we're going to sell all our property and try to buy something, or we're not even going to try to buy something.
We're buying something.
We're buying something in Idaho as close to my son as possible, because you just never know. And probably the whole time since my son's moved to Idaho, especially since the baby now, which is coming on a year old, I've had a lot of feelings about moving there. So I really do think that's what I'm supposed to do, is move to Idaho. And not that I don't want to travel, because our goal is still to travel.
Yeah, we're just moving home base from Arizona to Idaho, so we're not like splitting our downtime between Arizona and Idaho. And when we're not moving around and occupied, we're worried about what's going on at home and trying to figure out how we're going to get back home. It just really makes sense for the direction that our life is going to put home base in Idaho. That's where we want to spend the majority of our free time anyways. It's just the most logical move for us at this point. And him going through all of this made us reevaluate, because again, we built our homestead by hand. We have a lot of blood, sweat, tears, emotions, a lot of growth, a lot of struggles that came through. Sorry about that, you guys. A lot of struggles that came through, a lot of learning opportunities that came through building our home, our homestead, living off grid. So it was hard to let that go. So I feel like this was the catalyst for us to kind of really reevaluate our lives and look deep and be like, what do you really want? Why are you clinging to what you're clinging to? I think it's time.
I love the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
I love to hike inside of the Grand Canyon. I love to look over the edge. I love my property. I love the surrounding mountains that I have around my property. I love just going, and I can go 3 miles without running into anybody.
Sunsets, monsoon storms, beautiful.
I do think this is what was calling. When I thought about it hard, I'm like, I want to be at the baby's birthday every July 1st and be at Christmas. And I still got to go to Arizona to check on my house. Well, how the heck am I...
And travel in between all over the country.
How am I traveling?
Yeah.
How am I going to the East Coast to see my brothers and sisters when now I got to check on my house in Arizona, go see my grandbaby and my son, which is probably one of the most important things to me. So it really, I just literally woke up one day crying, dreaming about not being in Arizona. And I said that day and that day forward that we were moving. I was moving anyway. So
he didn't come at me very gracefully about it. He was just like, put it off for sale. And I'm like, what is going on? And then we talked about it later, but it was a little scary at first when we were going through the emotions of the whole thing, because both of us, of course, were scared. You know, anybody who's been through that or knows somebody who's been through that C word puts a lot of fear in a lot of people. And it's,
you know, and it's funny because I really did get the doctor to say I was cured, but in the same breath, he said, well, you're going to have to come every 6 months to get a PET scan. And I'm like, well, yeah, I've been down that road before with my mother, so I am knocking on plastic. I'm living my life, or my zest for life is high, and I'm living for at least 20 more years.
40.
There's no way I'm not going to get to my grandson's 21st birthday. That is a goal that I'm going to stick with, and that is my motivation. And we're still going to live our dreams out, and I'm still going to travel and see every national park in the United States. And I am moving forward with life, and still believe that through reading and discovering myself, that I can heal my body better than it is now. And I think me and Cara can move forward past this, and we can have an awesome, amazing life.
Yeah, yeah. And it's really, I mean, ultimately it's exciting because, like I said, we've been kind of fighting the move for a while. Ryan and Deidre have been talking to us since they decided that they were having a kid. I mean, the pandemic, really, right? It was right before the pandemic hit hard. So it's been 5 years now that they've been trying to convince us to move to Idaho. And we've been resisting. And really for no other reason.
You gotta let go of the resistance.
Yeah. It's really for no other reason than we love what we've built, and that doesn't mean we can't rebuild. We're not opposed to living off grid again in Idaho. It's definitely an option up in Idaho. The upside in Idaho is there's water everywhere, so chances of getting wells or water rights, I mean, it's a high
We're
possibility.
gonna have a well. We're gonna have a pond. We're gonna be able to fish in the backyard. And you know what? I had a lot of dreams in Arizona that really
we couldn't do it.
We we conquered the house, and we did, but we wanted to have a big garden, have livestock, and then life moved away from that. Just like life's moving away from Arizona.
Yeah.
Livestock was a lot of work. After we got chickens and stuff, we found out that, it's pretty hard for finding a babysitter for your chickens.
Caroline's been amazing and magical. Our dear friend Caroline's been a great babysitter, but if we're gone for months at a time, we were just gone for a 6-month stretch. I mean, you're not going to find a chicken sitter for 6 months.
So it just ended up, now if we had cows and goats and all these things that we wanted and have a big garden, well, that's a life of the home.
Yeah.
Do I still want that? Maybe later on in life, if I get the opportunity. But I think for right now, especially for at least the next 5 years, I want to be as close to my grandson as possible, building a home up there, because we're going to buy land up there, and travel the United States in a camper. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. That's it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to do. So I can't wait to go see my brothers. I can't wait to go see some friends in Florida. Can't wait to go see my friend in North Carolina. Cara has friends spread out all over the place.
Oh, yeah, it's too much to list.
We have a friend in California, and we're going to Yosemite this summer.
Yes.
Absolutely, yes. Positively. I don't care if I got to walk there.
So as far as selling the property, our dear and wonderful brand new neighbors that we just got last summer are buying 10 more acres of our land, which is magical and amazing. So
they'll end up owning 20.
So they're going to have 20 of our past land. It's their land now. And so we have 20 acres left for sale. If anybody's interested in off-grid Arizona, we're already set up. It's move-in ready. I mean, we'll leave the furniture for you even. We're going to be living in a camper. We don't need it. So reach out to us if you're interested. The tiny house, we got chicken coop, a bunch of outbuildings, and 20 acres of
And you're going to
northern
have
Arizona.
really great neighbors. Guys.
Really great neighbors. They're wonderful.
Jamie, Kelly, Bob, Jim, Judy.
Dustin, don't forget about Dustin.
And Dustin, the most important one of the bunch. They are great people, and I can't wait to bring my camper on the property and just go visit them. In the next few years, I will continue to visit the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, and Arizona is always going to be a place that we love, that we want to visit. We have so much history here, so many friends and family here. We're really thinking seriously. We've talked about it in some previous episodes. Really thinking seriously about getting a lot in Bullhead City for the winter months. Someplace that we can just roll our camper into and connect to some city utilities and make it an easy bouncing off point, visit some California, some more of Arizona, Sedona, Yuma. I mean, there's so many places just around here that we can use this as a bouncing point on our way, to go through Texas, see Miss J, get to Florida, North Carolina, and then make our way up the East Coast all the way through Maryland, Pennsylvania, New Hampshire.
There is a loop that I have that I set up on my phone that we're going to do.
Yeah.
And it's going to pretty much, it runs the coastline of the United States, and then while you go through Canada, you're just running along Canada, basically. But we are going to do that loop for sure. And Bullhead, what's cool about Bullhead, we're not trying to build a house there, and maybe
a tiny house maybe in the future.
We will be able to build a house on this lot. But we're talking about, a 3,000 square foot lot that we can just have city utilities and bring our camper on a cement slab. It does not have winter there. In the summer, it's almost unbearable to live there.
Yeah, 120 degrees is normal.
So, but for us, it's on the Colorado River, so there's water there. And if we could pull our camper in there, it's a way to get out of Idaho's harsh winters and have a cool spot. And then bounce out of there and go visit wherever we want.
Yeah.
We try to leave Idaho in February. We might not be able to get out.
Yeah. So exciting things, for sure.
A lot of exciting things. A lot of, that was, hopefully it's not disturbing news. I'm feeling really good about it now that the surgery's over. One of the things that did happen and why my voice is so weird and it might stay like this, he had to cut into my trachea because the tumor was kind of growing inside of the trachea, and he didn't want to leave any cancer bits. The surgeon was phenomenal. I just can't, my scars looks like it's going to be minimal. It's crazy. And we're going to push toward fabulous life, and please join our book club.
Yes.
And we're going to read some cool books together.
Every Sunday morning, unless people start reaching out that a different day is going to work better, but we're shooting for Sunday mornings right now. Our first book club meeting is going to be this Sunday, May 4th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you are interested in joining, search Journey Through Reading, Kerouacs Cruising, book club, join the group. You can get the link through the group to join. Even if you haven't even read, we're doing On the Road by Jack Kerouac as our first book, just because I've
wanted to read it.
Yeah, we haven't read it, and it's been kind of a beautiful, I think it's a great start to the book club. And then our next book is going to be Together We Rise, the book that we are co-authoring in. I think that's going to be a really magical experience. So even if you haven't read the books, I think you're going to get a lot out of the book club. We'd love to have you. So please, if you're interested, I'll have the link in the show notes, of course. But you want to join the group on Facebook in order to get those links. You got anything else, my love?
Thank you for joining us. Please subscribe.
Yes, hit thumbs up, give likes, follow, subscribe, whatever it is. That's the best way you can support our podcast. That helps other people be able to find our amazing stories.
And my promise to you is we are going to have some off-grid camping soon.
Yes, we're going to start.
I am just itching to leave. I got a few more doctor's appointments, and we're hitting the friggin' road. So
Absolutely, you guys. So exciting things to come. But it's going to be a big summer, big spring. It's going to be wonderful, you guys. So thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you for joining the journey. We love you.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Kerouacs Cruising.
We're thrilled to have you with us.
We had a blast recording this episode and hope you enjoyed our adventures as much as we enjoyed sharing them.
For more amazing pictures and stories, visit our website and blog at kerouacscruising.com.
And join the conversation on Facebook at Kerouacs Cruising or email us at join@kerouacscruising.com.
We'd love to hear your thoughts and suggestions.
If you enjoyed this episode, please consider liking, subscribing, and leaving us a review.
Your support helps us reach more listeners and allows us to continue sharing our travel experiences with you.
It's a generous favor that means the world to us.
Thank you so much for listening to Kerouacs Cruising.
Until next time, happy travels.